Wow.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It sounds like you have something good to share.
It was a referral
Okay.
for new construction.
Uh-huh.
They messed up a few times. But I know I
What
got,
messed up if you
I mean, the builder.
The builder, okay.
The
KB
builder,
Homes.
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
They messed up. I mean, the buyer lost their trust with them.
Yeah.
But they love the house.
Yeah.
And even I asked them, are you willing to move the house?
Yeah.
And of course, I know the wife will and stuff like that. And things. So when it came down to signing things, they gave them a different quote of the insurance
Of course.
when they were doing the whole loan and
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at their payments. And when it came down to signing, when escrow came, doing the notary and everything, there was a whole different number.
Yes.
And the buyer was pissed off.
Yeah.
And so they didn't sign those, they signed everything else but those documents.
Yeah.
And they sent them. And, there was a whole uproar, he sent a really nasty email, which was a good email, CC me on it. And I was like, and everybody's going on holiday because Thanksgiving coming up, and they're supposed to close on the 21st, they didn't close on the 21st, they closed on the 26th now.
Okay.
But, he's like, I don't trust this insurance,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the way they quoted, and then I even got Stephen Klein involved,
Yeah.
just to give him, talk to him, but I don't think he figured it out himself, of course, and then, they
So-
eventually closed.
Yeah, okay. So
But
you
yeah, they
closed.
got,
Great.
they eventually closed, but he said, I'm gonna write a horrible review for Katie.
Yeah. So it sounds like you earned your referral fee on that new construction deal.
Yeah.
They're not always as easy as
I thought it would
it would
be.
be. It's supposed to just be an introduction, and then
Yeah.
it turns out we're
I
there.
think I was a little involved than I expected myself to be.
Yeah.
But I think what my concern was because I was concerned about the buyer and just making sure they got everything that they needed, not missed anything. Because again, even though it's a referral, and they're sales agent for new construction, and
Yeah.
that's one thing I learned is like, whoa. But then sometimes I have to learn how to take a backseat
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, because it's when you're on new construction and you're just a referral agent, like you're not you have an established agency, so it's
Yeah.
actually a risky thing to get too involved.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a win in the end. You
Yeah.
closed. Any other wins while we're getting started? Yes.
Yeah, my first escrow.
Congratulations.
Yours is the one.
Mine is a win too.
Yes.
I just got my first clients, they signed the DRC.
Hey, all
Hopefully
right.
it'll write it off from the city, we'll see.
All right, moving fast. Love it. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of activity among the new agents in this group. That's really exciting. Good work. All right, any other wins? Any good vacations that anyone wants to share?
Yeah, I spent the week in Boise, Idaho with my 2 daughters and 2 granddaughters, which is cool because one of them's at college in New York, the other one's in college in Arizona, so they were all home, and it was good to be able to be with everybody.
All right, snow on the ground?
Pardon?
Was
No,
it not yet?
no.
Okay.
Did
no,
they get
it was-
back to
It was
New
pretty
York?
decent weather.
Did you
I
say
mean,
Iowa?
it was
Idaho?
cool, but no rain or anything.
Yeah.
so it was-
Idaho.
It was nice. Worked out
Idaho,
well.
yeah.
Did she get back to New York?
She had a little difficulty getting back there. Flying from Boise, you gotta go somewhere else to get to New York. There's no direct, so there were flight delays.
Yeah.
Even the one where went to Arizona, she had a flight delay they went from Boise, they both went from Boise to Colorado. And then flew from there to their final destination. But there was a delay getting out of Boise.
Yeah.
So it screwed up the Colorado connection. The daughter going to Arizona, she barely made it. The one who was going to New York, she had plenty of time, she was fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like you got to see them
It's
for a
light,
week. That's
it's
great.
light.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, flights. All right. Any other wins? All right. Where in the yeah, I guess it's not too early to share. We are extending an offer to a team leader candidate today. So we'll see how that goes, and possibly next team meeting, someone else will get to stand up here. And do this. Yeah,
Male or female?
female.
Oh, good.
Yes. Yes. And a known quantity too. Hopefully I can make an announcement a little bit later.
Today?
Today, hopefully. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right. That's my win. Yeah.
That's a good
yeah.
win, yes.
It really is. So we're at the beginning of the last month of the year, And so I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about bold truth number 3, what you focus on expands,
My favorite.
which is Stephen's favorite one. Favorite truth of the 10 truths. And why is this one so important this time of year? I find that a lot of us tend to kind of just float around in December, where we don't really have clarity on what it is that we need to accomplish, what it is that we're doing, how to prepare for the new year, how to build a pipeline, whatever it is that we think is important to us. Many of us struggle this time of year. Is that fair to say? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I think it'd be interesting to take a few moments and talk about like, well, what is the one thing that each of us, and it's gonna be different for each of us, and that's okay, that we can focus on in December so that we can start rocking the new year on hitting the ground running on January the 1st. And the thing to think, oh, you've got one already?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Let's hear it.
Right, so just before Thanksgiving, and again, I'll do it just before Christmas for me, is I start sending out text messages and calling people about their holidays.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I sent out a text image, Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to 180 people.
Okay.
Yes. And have heard back from many of them.
Yeah.
Just to thank you, but at least they knew who I was. And now I'll call some of them and, yeah.
Okay. Is there any resistance there, or is this kind of just easy, it's what you do every year?
It's what I do every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any words of wisdom for those of us that are
Words.
resistant to texting 180 people that we already know and like to say happy holidays?
It's what you do.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just, it's what I do. I mean, I'm always wishing people happy birthday, like, great. And if I know their birthdays, they get a little happy birthday from me.
Okay.
Yeah, right, it's easy and it's not a hang up on the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Well, the people would hang up on me anyway, right?
Right. No one would hang
Right.
up on you.
One person.
Not on that list.
Oh, right, that person
That'll
didn't
not
get a
be.
happy Thanksgiving.
So as you're so that's your one thing in December is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's
really
great.
send out a lot of that.
Yeah. So as the rest of us are thinking about what our one thing in December is, the domino effect I find. TV's tilted. Interesting. The domino effect I find is a useful thing to think about. I don't know if you know this, the little tiny dominoes, they can knock over a domino that is 50% bigger. And that can keep going exponentially until it takes a ridiculously small number of dominoes to hit the moon. I forget what the number is, but it's surprisingly small. Anyone remember? Steve, do you happen to remember that number? Okay. It's silly small. I want to say it's like 93 or something. Anyway, fact check me later. Point is that now's a great time of year to think about what is the one thing I can do so that the next thing is just easier or done. So for Pat, as she's building her pipeline for next year, it's texting 180 people. So I'm curious if anyone else has put some thought into it or needs to put some thought into it to find that one thing to execute on. I got to hear Stephen's this morning. It is?
I'm gonna work on my business plan.
I think it was to finish your business plan, is
Yeah.
what I heard.
Well, yeah, to have it done by the end of the year.
Okay. To get clarity on what you're doing next year. Yeah, so that might be it for you. I hear excuses often, and this is an excuse. Yeah, it's not a good excuse. It's an excuse. That, oh, my clients are all at holiday parties, are busy, they're not thinking about buying homes right now. Who has that thought going in their head when they're thinking about reaching out? Ooh, a lot of shakes, good, that's great, okay, cool, we don't need to go into detail there. So, what is the one thing then? Anyone else want to share what their one thing might look like?
My one thing would be business planning as well for the next year.
Yeah.
Encourage myself to not stop lead gen, because during the holidays, everybody's relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
You're also spending time with family, the downtime. So my lead gen tactic would be, if I was to call 20 realtors or 30 realtors a week, I just out it down to like 15.
Mhm.
But I still keep in contact, wish them happy holidays. Just scale back a little bit, but still
Yeah.
have a consistency and not gone.
I heard two things.
Yeah.
Did everyone else hear two things? I heard a business plan, and I heard
Yes,
keep
lead.
consistency on lead gen.
Yeah.
So which is the one thing?
Just to follow back on with where Stephanie is, yeah.
Well,
Consistency.
I would have to do both.
Yeah.
It's got to be both.
It's gotta be both.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've got to find time to do both.
Okay. why is it that both are of utmost importance?
The business plan for 2026 is to map out hopefully your next 2 quarters, hopefully the year,
Mhm.
if nothing changes. Lead gen is to keep consistent so people
Mhm.
won't forget you.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Family members, realtors who I work with.
Cool, yeah, thank you. All right, who else wants to share? Yeah,
I don't have like a plan like Stephanie or Pat, but I think I'm gonna put more focus and energy on persistent consistency, which I'm not very good at, but, you know, it's just a recipe for success, so.
consistency doing what?
Consistently doing lead gen.
Lead gen.
doing
Okay, so your one
activity
thing.
that I have to do,
Yeah, your one thing for December is lead gen, consistency in lead gen, I'm sorry.
consistency.
Okay, what could that look like, consistency in lead gen?
Blocking out time each day, maybe from 10 to noon, to do nothing but that.
Mhm.
Turn your, turn your phone upside down, lock the door, whatever, do your lead gen for 2 solid hours, at least. At that point, maybe again in the afternoon,
Mhm.
but be consistent, and do it every day. The tough thing is being consistent.
Yeah, my own journey in working out and in meditating looks the same way. It was like, I don't wanna do it, I'm tired, I'm lazy, whatever. And so what I did was every day do something, right? It was, it's not an hour-long workout, it's 20 minutes is my bar. And I can do that. I can find 20 minutes to work out, 10 minutes to meditate. So 2 hours is ideal, or better
Well,
than
you know,
20
pick your-
minutes
pick
for
your
sure.
number, just as an example.
Yeah, and I guess my point is like, what does it look like for you to be consistent? What do you need to do? Oh, you have some.
Can I just
thoughts?
add one other idea about this lead gen thing? Start small.
Yeah.
Don't make a
Definitely.
mountain that you have to climb to an hour or something. Why not just start with 15 minutes? 15 minutes of what John said. And start small.
Yes.
And build it up as you succeed.
He just stole my thunder because I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve. You can say it again if you want.
Yeah, no, really, start small. One of the mentors that I started working with early on was Ryan Buffini. And Ryan Buffini teaches about getting business by referral. And he just taught us, just call 5 people a day.
Yeah.
But follow up those 5 calls with a handwritten personal note.
Yeah.
And he goes, start every morning, and I don't do this religiously, but start every morning with 5 blank business cards on your desk. And just call 5 people, and make sure you write 5 handwritten notes to those 5 people. Just do that every day that you are working.
Yep.
Be it Monday through Friday, that's fine. Because if the next morning, if you only called 3, you add 5 more cards, now you've got 7. You gotta make 7 calls, but still start small. I think the biggest challenge that a lot of people have is they hear, some of us have been doing this a long time, and they hear these big numbers
Mhm.
that we're doing, and it just kind of overwhelms you, and so you don't do anything.
Yeah.
And if you can't if 5's too many, call 3. But just do something and do it consistently.
Yeah.
You talk about the one thing. I've been doing this for 36 years. And I will be mailing out calendars for the 36th time this year. Just this morning, I go to my doctor's office. I'm getting ready to leave, and the receptionist nurse comes walking down the hall with my calendar, saying, we need your calendar for next year. I said, because she had December, I said, no problem, I got it covered, you'll get it within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Now, I was mailing that address to my doctor, but that whole office staff knows who I am. Remembered me, recognized me from my business card calendar.
That's consistency. Yeah. Does that help you with what consistency could look like?
Sure, yeah.
Do you want to throw a commitment out there? What does it look like?
I think for me, the hardest thing that, because I'm good at like going to gym, like I do that religiously.
Yeah.
You know, like I never skip it, or like even if I skip it, family just like, you have to go. Like, you know, what do you mean by I'm not playing? But I think for lead gen, I think I've been doing one thing that we should not do, and it's like jumping from one thing to another. Okay, let's try door knocking, let's try this, let's try that. But like, I've been doing that to find out what I am best in and what is good for me, you know, like, so I had to try everything. But now I think I know, and I'm like, I'm gonna focus on that thing at least for a few months.
Okay, say it out loud. What is it?
I'm gonna do like social media.
Okay.
But, you know, I was like all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be more focused on one thing and do that. You know, it's not even lots of work, it's just 3 posts per week.
Yeah. Okay.
Which means like 5 hours of work or 6, but, yeah.
Great. Okay, and you're going to be consistent. That's great. One other? Anyone else want to share what December needs to look like so that you can make January even easier and more fruitful? All right.
Go
Well,
to as many,
Not so
go to
many
as many
fruits in
holiday
January.
parties as you can.
Yeah.
Go
was
to
going
as
to
many.
say this.
Yeah.
Go to as many. Why would we go to as many as we can, Steve?
Because you're gonna see a lot of people. You start talking to them and they ask you what you do, and then they find out you're in real estate and they wanna talk your ear off.
Mm-hmm. And they'll ask you, how's the market?
You wanna be handing out.
Yeah.
What's that?
And they'll ask you, how's the market?
They'll ask you how-
And you respond with,
It's
Why
great.
you ask?
why do you ask? Why do you ask is the right response.
So here's the thing, at some brand event, right, they'll ask you, so how's the market going?
Yeah.
It's going great. You know, are you looking? It's like, no, but they're like, how come you're not buying? Why are you asking us? What do I say to that?
There's a lot of valid
Yeah,
reasons to
there's-
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Not,
Great answers.
not in position to do so,
Yeah.
waiting for X, Y, and Z to happen in my family life or whatever.
Yeah, everybody has such
Yeah.
different situations, but
Mhm.
I've had like a couple people come like, okay, if the market's so great, how come you're not buying, you're asking us?
I don't need to.
Yeah, and you could also be looking, maybe you are.
Yeah, so, you know, it's.
That's kind of a provocative thing for them to say, because they know you're a real estate agent. It's
Yeah.
almost rude.
Yeah.
It's kind of
You should
rude.
say, I can buy whenever I want. Right now, I can.
Yeah, 3 houses already.
You know, that's actually a good point. You could talk about how you have a whole strategy around investment and you're really excited about it because it's gonna give you financial freedom, and that's why you ask, why you talk about this with everyone you can, because it means you might be able to help them have financial freedom.
Exactly, yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm, yeah.
I just got a text from a person I met on my vacation, and he said that he would be interested in some investment properties.
Because he found out that you're a real estate agent?
So we just,
How did that
just
happen?
at the breakfast time, we just were like talking about which places we are visiting, and then we shared number, and then we started about like, we talked about my book and all that,
Yeah.
and then I told him I'm a realtor also.
Mhm.
So he just said, okay, I'll be interested in some investing properties.
Okay, so the lesson there is
Yeah.
still be a realtor when you're on vacation. You never know who you're gonna find. I've met people on vacation also that I didn't serve them here, well, not obviously, but that didn't happen. But I did refer them to an agent wherever they were buying. So there are opportunities. Okay, the last thing on this thing is the 80-20 principle. So as we think about this one thing or two in some of our cases that we can do in the month of December to kick off next year with a bang, a thing to think about is the 80-20 principle, which is essentially this idea that 80% of your results come from 20% of the things that you actually do every day. So the question is, what are those 20% of things, and how do you do more of them? It sounds like the people that spoke are on the right idea. Their lead gen is the thing that they're thinking about, or at least planning their business, which I assume has a lot of lead gen in the business plan. So what is that 20%? So as you're doing this activity, thinking about what December looks like, keep this principle in mind. I love this slide. So clear. Yes. Rashida's got it. Okay, well, let's move on then. All right, we got some events coming up. We talked about family reunion a lot, so I'm just gonna gloss over that. And we'll have Stephanie chat real quickly. You've got two interesting things to share, I saw.
So the first one, hi everybody.
This is Stephanie with Real Estate Mortgage Advisors.
Real estate, yes, I'm Stephanie, RU Mortgage. So just wanted to remind everybody, if you haven't heard already, 2026, the loan amounts are going up, are increasing. So it goes from FHA to VA, conventional, jumbo. The average increase is about 30,000. So the conforming limit was 806, now it's 832, so that's a 30,000, about 25,000 increase. The jumbo loan amount tier right now is at 1.249. Previously it was 1.209. So it's not a huge jump, but it does help the category of the people who are in a conforming space. When they refinance, they could get a better rate. Conforming rates are known to have a little bit better rates than the jumbo. So, you know, it helps. And currently, we're not in 2026, but we do have lending partners that are already catering towards these loan amounts. So, if you have any clients that you know is eligible for refinancing, rates are still low right now. It's in the low sixes, and it is a good time, just like Joe said, right? It's December. It's a little bit down right now with the holidays and stuff. So it's good to have these kind of talks about rates being low, about you know the programs, you know financing options, to have the conversation started with your clients and potentials. Next one is I think there's
I
another
lied.
slide. Okay,
I thought there were two
it'll
things.
be the next
Just one thing. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, so a lot of people have been asking about AI and our playbooks. So just throwing this up here, this is this will take you to KW Connect, where there is a playbook on not only SEO, does anyone know what SEO stands for?
Search engine optimization.
Search engine optimization, that's right. But also GEO, which stands for? That's a harder one. I had to look it up this morning to make sure I knew what the G stood for. Generative. What?
No.
Oh, generative. As in for your AI friends, your Chat GPTs and your Geminis or whatever, they are out there scrubbing the web as well, and we can optimize our presence online so that they know about us and increase our, I guess, trustworthiness factors with these AI things, so that when consumers are out there looking for, tell me about real estate in Fremont, they're using you as a source because you are a trusted source. So if that's interesting at all to you, there's the playbook for it. And I see Steven's interested.
Sorry. I just want, as a reminder, I need to remind myself.
Cool. And there's a lot of playbooks. There's several on AI in particular. So if that's a thing you're into, they're there for you. Lots of
And a
QRs.
copy of this has been placed at the front desk.
The whole playbook?
No, just this one, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, thank you. And speaking of AI, oh, never mind, we'll get to another AI slide shortly. Quick congratulations to those of us who have received profit share. This was for the month of October, paid out in November, did I get that right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, so Alam, Carl, Elizabeth, Harshita, Julie, and Michelle all received a profit share check. Harshita, do you want to talk about what profit share is and how to get it?
And how much did you get?
That's personal.
So, I'll say if we all work together honestly on ourselves, as well as when you are associated with Keller Williams, a passive way of earning income is when you talk to people outside this office that, oh, you are a realtor and you are learning and happy here. People who want to be realtor, they might join, and when they join, they will give your name as a referral person. Or, say example, you know another realtor from another brokerage, a good friend of yours, and they want to join Keller Williams. When they join, they will give your name as a person who was the most instrumental to make that decision to happen, to join Keller Williams. And when that person closes a transaction in this office, and if the month stands profit, like our office did in October, the profit release will happen next month, which is the following month, November. And in November, we we got so many people whom I have referred, they got the profit share. And it's a passive way of earning income. People might be curious how much these people have received. I'm open to share what I received. I received $10.37, which is not a big number if you just hear. But when you just get that money in your account, first of all, we don't check our accounts regularly. When yesterday Joe was mentioning these names, and I'm like, oh, my name is also there. Let me go to my account. When I take, it was $10.37. It was a big amount, and I have not yet checked. It came through whom, because I think Victoria also closed a transaction, but she closed in the month of November. I am assuming it was through Aman. So Aman joined our office, and he must have put my name as the profit person who is the most instrumental person, and hence he closed in the month of October, and I received that money in the month of November. So it was a pleasant surprise, and it's a simple way of saying thank you that I have helped that person to make that realize this is a good office or a good company. So something you do not give you result immediately. That's what we say, that it's a passive way of earning income. This is very smaller amount in this office because we want to make this office profitable every month. That's what my aim is. But when you refer people outside this area, any part of this country, and that person joined another office, and that person is closing the transaction in other office or other state, that month is profitable for that office, then you will receive profit share from that particular office. Maybe any part of United States or outside also,
And
right?
worldwide as well,
Worldwide
yeah.
as well.
Different
So,
system outside of the US.
So always networking works. When we do good, 10 times good things will come back to you. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And hence start doing the things, explore yourself, connect people through internet, social media, connections, and that's what your name will come here.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Any questions for Harshita about profit share?
Accept your questions. Please.
Except for Preet's questions. Okay. You summed it up very well. Thank you. Yeah. So each Keller Williams office, which are each independently owned and operated, share half of the profits out, roughly half, out to the agents responsible for those profits. So that's what Harshita is referring to. Harshita is responsible for some of the profit that this office made, and so it's shared back with.
And just to clarify, that money came from owner's profit, Joe's profit, not the particular agent's money, 20%, which he or she has given to the office.
That's important.
Yeah, that's right.
So whenever you are referring or writing anybody's name, don't think that, oh, money is going from my pocket, it's from Joe's pocket.
That's right.
Just reach into there, take the money.
All right, we've got a new agent that just joined us. I think she literally
is
just
here.
left. Okay. Well, welcome when you see Shalini, is that right? Shalini. Okay. Yeah.
So example, just a live example. So she just joined and she was referred by Mahi.
Okay.
Though I, just after one referral email, I was following up. It's 3 or 4 months. I'm working with her, like making her understand. And now finally when she joined, she has the option. She said, I only know Mahi and Harshita, you. So I said, ethically you need to write Mahi's name because she's the one who is the first person who brought this up to your mind. So I'm assuming she has, because she was doing on her computer. So she said, yes, I will write Mahi's name. So Mahi, whenever she will close a transaction and the month is profitable, Mahi will get her money,
That's
profit
right.
share.
That's right.
Just by referring one person, just one email. So that shows that if you know somebody, there is a chance that that person might join this office, just refer.
Yeah.
Just write a single email, and then after that, your work is done.
That's right. Thank you. All right, so again, welcome. All right, so we've got a bunch of upcoming events. Here's the AI one that I thought was next, but it wasn't. This is on Thursday. Jason Flynn, our former team leader in this office, is teaching an AI class. 5 AI tools that you need to use but haven't even heard of yet. That's like a clickbaity headline, isn't it? So he studies this stuff. We nerd out on it every time we get together. So I imagine it'll be a really great conversation, and you get to see Jason again.
Will he be here? He'll be here.
This is our Thrive 75
Oh.
75 Thrive series. So it's on Zoom through that link there, and we also have the recordings that we can share afterwards.
Oh, because we can't make it.
And if you can't make it
You
in
just register,
person.
even though you don't join, you will get a recording.
Oh, there you go. So if you want a recording, scan that thing.
Do we have access to all the 75?
We
Yeah.
sure do. Yeah.
Once
Talk
the
to her,
session
yeah.
is over, I can completely share the drive where all the links are there.
Awesome. Scanning. Okay, cool. And then, who keeps trying to kick me off of the TV?
It ain't me.
Some unknown person there.
Yeah. SB, who is it?
No, I'm rebooting. Can't be me.
What if your computer's doing something in the background?
I hope
All right,
it's
we're
weird.
partying on Friday.
Yay!
Yeah, so if you haven't RSVP'd yet, scan this QR code and RSVP. It's required to show up, so do it.
So it doesn't say dress code or anything, it's formal, right?
Tell us about the dress code, Harshita.
No dress code, just come whatever you feel comfortable.
But beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
But not PJ.
Not PJs, okay. Okay, let's agree, not PJs.
I'm fine if somebody's coming in PJs.
All right, come in PJs if you want. All right, yeah.
But
So
please RSVP today. Today is the last day because food is plated and I don't want to offer you something which you don't like. And the Hilton people will not accept more RSVP after today.
all right. Anyone need to scan this QR code to RSVP? Going once. Going twice. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, and then next week, so again, this is 75 Thrive. We have Mike Putnam. He's the president of KW Advisors, and he's talking about mindsets. So if you find yourself resisting what you know you need to do, this might be a good course for you to attend next Thursday, 11 o'clock, online, through that QR code. And we got some scanners. And again, if you scan the QR code and register, you will get a link afterwards if you aren't able to make it live in person. Come on.
Sorry, it just disappeared.
That's an old picture.
Why does it do that?
It is, yeah.
Hold on, try again. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, and then on the 12th, that's Friday, Stephanie's teaching a Mortgage 101 class.
A lot of good classes.
Oh, there you are, way back there.
Mortgage 101 class, we'll be talking about strategy and resetting, talking about how you should end the year with all these financial products that is available to plan for 2026. So hop on if you are free. It's Zoom. It's 30 minutes.
Sweet.
Can I just say something about this? You know, a lot of newer agents, in my experience, are very nervous about talking about money. They're very nervous about how do they even have that conversation. This sort of a class is just great for that. This sort of helps you to get an understanding of some of the things that you're safe to talk about when you're meeting with somebody and part of determining how to refer them to your lender partner. So it's a valuable way to spend your time, I think.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'll leave that up for a second. Who was able to attend yesterday? It's Tuesday. Yesterday's noon o'clock meeting, our KW Advisors State of the Company thing. Okay,
That
cool.
was great.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, wow.
So much tax information. Is that the part you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It was great. I had all kinds of notes. I sent all kinds of messages to my CPA.
Yeah. So if you're looking to, if you missed out on yesterday's noon o'clock call and looking to do some tax planning for next year, I would highly recommend getting a copy of that recording and watching. CPA was on talking about all the things available to us as real estate agents in the way of tax write-offs. Very exciting stuff. Yeah.
How do we get the recording?
How do we get the recording?
I don't know if they release the recording.
Okay, we'll find it for you.
Okay.
Okay. It was recorded. I heard it yell at me.
It's always recorded,
Yeah.
but they need to release the recording
Okay.
to everybody.
Cool. We'll figure it out. We'll get it.
Okay, thank you.
Any big takeaways from yesterday's call that anyone feels?
So many things we can write down.
So many things. All of it. Well, it depends on how you structure your business, but yeah, so many things. Okay, there you go. Yes.
Was he open for new clients?
So what I heard that I was really excited about is, oh yeah, this is a great takeaway. is that he is open to taking calls from our clients to answer their tax questions for free.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
which is
pretty cool.
assuming it's a simple tax
Or
question.
was it for our clients, not from us?
I don't know, I assume it's for us too, but what I heard was client, what's that? Steve, you had something?
I'm sure he'd take a call from an agent.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, I would think so as well. Taking new, like, full-time clients, I don't know, I assume so, otherwise, why would he offer that service? I think he's showing value so that, you might choose to work with him.
If you're looking for a CPA, start looking around now.
Yeah.
Don't wait for tax season to start. Most good CPAs will not take on new clients as soon as tax season starts.
Yeah.
So you need to be looking around right now.
And that's really like mid-February is when tax season starts. Corporate returns are due in March, and then individual returns in April.
Yeah, so they were busy all the way through middle October,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of take a break during the holidays, and after the first of the year, they start gearing up, so.
Yep.
This is the month to be looking around for one if you don't have it.
So you guys will share the video, or do we have to ask Harshita for the video?
Yeah, ask me or Harshita, we'll figure
Okay.
out how to get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
We know it was recorded. All right, well, let's talk about the market. It's December. What's going on out there?
It's December.
It feels like December?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like December always does.
Okay. Any other comments?
Holidays.
It's a very December market.
Yeah.
Well, in my market in Oakland and Berkeley, it seems really alive suddenly
Yeah.
on the buy side. Buyers are out there. I had a listing on the market for 5 months that is like suddenly seeing all the activity. We got our first offer in 5 months, not second offer, whatever. And yeah, ended up under contracts and had busy open houses. So it seems like buyers are out there, at least up there. Not so down here though.
I didn't do it, I don't know.
Who's done an open house lately? You?
Lately, not an open house.
Okay.
I'm just saying she got a buyer into contract.
Oh, right.
here In
Yeah.
Union City, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It had been in
Buyers.
the market for a few months.
And last week you wrote the offer where there were 20 other offers, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
So
yes.
there are buyers in Union City who
Yeah.
can't find places and are still looking.
Yeah. Is that it? Is that all we want to say about the market? Pat's over the
I
market
wanna say something.
conversation.
If you aren't, if you don't have, like, now is a great time to be representing buyers and, in this market, because sellers that are selling in December, they're on the market, they need to
They
move
need
their
to sell,
properties.
yeah.
There's deals out there.
Yeah.
Now's a great time to be, putting the pedal to the metal, so to speak.
Yeah. You know my favorite kind of buyer right now is a condo buyer.
Oh, yes,
So
they're
easy.
awesome.
Oh man. What?
You wish.
No, why?
They
Condos
exist.
are hard to sell these days.
Yes,
They're hard to
That's why the
sell,
buyers
right?
are worth gold.
Buyers can get them.
They're easy to buy.
The buyers don't like them, buyers don't like the HOA, the buyers don't like the balcony construction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's true. There's some hangups.
But
When
they're
there's a
coming
buyer
down
that
in
I
wants
guess
it.
they can use that to their advantage of getting the price right.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
deals,
yeah.
there's deals out there.
Yeah. All right. Anything
And
else
then
on the?
seller willing to sell it for that price.
Right. Then there's that.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What else are we seeing in the market as we think about talking to our pipeline in December?
There's a lot of stuff coming up in
Oh,
January.
yeah?
There's a lot
Yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you looked at MLS recently? What's coming soon?
Well, I just look at the Tri-Cities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the
a lot
number?
are coming soon. I would say more than 50% of the ones coming on a daily basis are coming soon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're not listing in
They're not
December.
listing at
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the market's performing just as we normally expect it to in December. You see the blue line,
Mhm.
you know, that's your inventory, you see it's coming down. Right now, we're at about 200 units Tri-City. I suspect by December 31st, we'll probably get down to the 100 unit mark, which is typically where we usually end up, although a couple years back, we were down all the way to 50.
Yeah. There's
But
a longer.
100 is kind of where we typically have been for the last 10 years. Pendings will probably kind of just, with the rate drops and potentially another one on the 10th, I think pendings will probably kind of flatline. Won't do anything dramatic up or down. But what's that tell us? That tells us come right after the first of the year, we're gonna see inventory start to increase, but we're gonna see buyer activity increase as well. And as Joe said earlier, December, maybe the first week or two of January, that's when you should be pushing your buyers to buy, not to wait, because if they wait, right, I mean, I know there was one year where typically we see the market pick up at the end of January. Okay, typically after the Super Bowl, okay? And a few years back, inventory had gotten so low, rates were still attractive, and I remember the first week into January, I had the craziest open house I'd ever had. The first week into January, the buyers were already hitting the streets, and I kind of feel like that we're probably gonna see that same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and so, yeah, if you've got a buyer right now, you've got to get them into contract now. Forget where the interest rate is, whatever, if they can qualify, just get them into something. Because after the first of the year, they are gonna be competing probably just like crazy.
Yep.
And you're seeing it now already in some houses. It's gonna be like that across the board.
And there's a story on the listing side there too, is if you're prepping a listing, it sounds like earlier is gonna be better.
Yeah,
Like-
earlier actually, I know a lot of us used to say, shoot for, February 1st. Some say, no, wait till March 1st, some want to wait till April because it's really going crazy. Yeah, I think earlier could even be your advantage, for sure.
I mean, some buyers wait to see more houses on the market.
That's
To
true.
get better inventory.
Yeah, but you're gonna be paying more for the property. See, the problem I see with a lot of first-time buyers is waiting is gonna price them out of the market. It depends on how high your buyer can go. A lot of buyers first time, if they're waiting, they will literally get priced out in the first quarter of next year. Okay, or they'll go from being a single-family home buyer to the proverbial condo townhouse. That's the other thing you wanna try to avoid. You gotta remember, this business, it's all about location of the property. You can fix up the property, you can change the property, you can do whatever you need to do to the property, but you can't move it from another. So focus on location first, the other stuff you can remedy. It's all about getting in at the right price.
Right.
Yeah, waiting is not the buyer's friend right now. And it'll get, I mean, you're gonna all you guys as buyers, come first quarter, we're gonna hear story after story about all the deals you lost out on.
So let's just get them.
As a listing agent, it's like, we sit back and we go, we're getting paid, 29 out of 30 agents that presented offers aren't getting paid.
Yep.
And they're still trying to find them another property, and they're trying to beat out everybody else. That's not the market to be in with a buyer.
Yep.
You need to share what I'm telling you with your buyers right now, because that's how it is. And it's been that way. Look at the numbers. It's been that way year after year after year. And there's no reason for it, at this point, there's no reason for it to change dramatically.
Yeah.
And the good news is you've got interest rates going in the right direction.
Yes.
Okay, so you can't really use interest rate as an excuse.
That's Tri-Valley. Yep. So this is Tri-Valley, sort of the same story.
Yeah.
It actually looks
It almost
remarkably.
mirrors ours, yeah.
There's Tri-City, Tri-Valley. Pretty identical. Yep. So same stuff going on out there. Inventory's coming down. Now's probably the great time to get your buyers into contracts before it picks back up in the new year.
I'll tell you a quick story. I was on a cruise last week in Mexico. Before I left, I had a buyer who reached out to me that I hadn't talked to in probably 2 or 3 years because she was waiting for money from a trust and it was just taking forever. She reaches out to me before I leave. She got her trust money. I get her with my lender. I get her pre-approved for a loan. 2 days before I'm gonna get back, she finds a house in Oakland she wants to go look at. I said, all right, I'll show it, I'll be back, I'll show it to you on Sunday. I start checking out the house. It's an old house, over 100 years old. It needs all kinds of work. It's got foundation issues. My client's 75 years old. I said, this isn't the house for you. So then she looks and she finds two properties, one in Lafayette and one in Walnut Creek, townhouses. And I said, well, those look good, in her price range. I said, I looked at the map, I said, they're both kind of close to the freeway. I said, you go, I said, because there was two, I was gonna meet her at the one in Oakland, because she's gonna go look at two. I said, you go look at the two with her son, you go look at the two, and the first thing I want you to do is check out location relative to the freeway. So I wanna make sure there's not too much freeway noise where she's gonna be buying. So she goes, looks at the two, and then before she leaves the second one, she calls me, says, hey, I want this one in Walnut Creek. I said, no problem. The next morning, I've got to go to Oakland for a condo that I closed in Oakland. And I said, I'll swing by and take a look at it on my way back. So I swung from Oakland to Walnut Creek, looked at the property, came back, gave it my blessing. We wrote an offer that night, and we're in contract the next day. Now, the point was, she liked the property, it was in her price range. There was no reason for her to continue looking at more properties.
Yep.
It checked all the boxes. And we're closing in 21 days. See, the point is, you find something that checks the boxes, you know, you can afford it, you like it, you buy it. You don't sit back. You know, it's like you don't sit there and look for a reason not to buy it. Look at all the reasons why to buy it.
Yeah.
And I was worried because they had a great open house that Sunday, and I was actually expecting multiple offers. And I said, you gotta come in strong because he's got about 2 or 3 other interested buyers. Well, we got in before anybody else had a chance to make an offer, got the offer accepted.
So like it, love it, gotta have it.
Yep.
And make it happen, yeah. You don't need to see 20, 30 houses before making an offer.
I don't wanna have to show her any more property.
Yeah. There's that too. Okay, let's move on to our coming soons and just listed. There's just a few in here. So Abby, I saw Abby. There you are.
Hi, Joel.
Tell us where you got it and why we want it.
So this is interesting because I sold this exact same home, not this one, but the exact same home as this one earlier this year. This is a neighbor who had stopped by, liked what I had done for that house. And so essentially did try to negotiate towards before he signed, but I could see it's a 2.5% no negotiation.
Yeah.
Signed it
Nice.
for that. So will be early Jan, will be on the market, but coming soon, depending on when the cleaning happens, probably middle of December. We'll be open to showing it. We'll be open to a strong offer.
Yeah. So
It's
what I'm
priced
hearing.
reasonably, excellent home, great view.
Okay. I'm hearing maybe an off-market opportunity.
It could be,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
because the client has moved out.
Yep.
He's a young, again, talking of, he started on his home journey really, young.
Yeah.
How low is the HOA?
HOA is, last I knew, 330 covers.
Because it's pretty new, I mean.
It's
this is
brand new
yeah.
essentially,
Yeah.
2023.
What's the price range?
Nice.
Priced at $1 million, I'm hoping to get a little bit more, because I sold the other one earlier this year for $1,020,000.
Okay. Cool. Maybe off-market. It's great. All right. And new to market, Amber. All right. She's got this one in Stockton. You can reach out to her about it. G2. Thought I saw him. Okay. He's got a triplex over in Palo Alto. Speak with G2 if you've got interested parties over there. Uncar. Not here. Okay. In Fremont, Pinewood Terrace 202. That's a good price. Yeah. Iran with the right price this time. I remember this was coming soon last time. $2 million out in Livermore. So speak with Ron if you've got somebody for that one. And Steve's got a bunch of land. You want to remind us What's going on with the
Yeah, I've
land?
got three lots on Morrison Canyon Road, if you're looking for someone who wants to build a home. So the two of them have great bay views, the other one has a bay view depending on where you site the home. They will need what's called a conditional use permit, so there's a little longer entitlement process to build there.
Very cool. Thank you. All right, any other coming soons that didn't get submitted? No?
I just one thing on that, on
Yeah.
the three lots. They're all contiguous lots. The northern lot, which is lot 3, is in the Washington High School attendance area. The southernmost lot, which is lot 4, is in the Mission San Jose High School attendance area. And I'm still waiting for the school district to tell me which attendance area lot 2 is in, because it straddles the line for both attendance areas. So it's been taking them weeks to figure out which one are you gonna assign it to. It's in both, and they haven't got back to me yet. And that's actually, lot 2 is probably the best lot of the 3.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting to confirm whether
Is it the
Mission.
1.29 now?
Gomes Hopkins Mission.
Number 2 is this one?
This is number 2, is that in the
There's
mission?
houses right near there.
Did you say this one was the split one, lot 2?
I'm sorry. Lot 2 is the one right now that straddles the line, and I keep bugging them. I said,
Yeah.
I got like 8 people in an email thread, and no one can get back to me. It's been over 2 weeks to find out which one are you gonna assign it to.
Yeah, okay.
Comment
Yeah.
on Emran Nasir's out in Livermore. He's always looking for someone to do an open house out there. I'm kind of tired of driving to Livermore, so.
How's the traffic been? Or has it not been so much?
Really great one
Did you get an offer on
day,
that?
not so good the next day. Yeah, it's,
Okay.
yeah.
So reach out to Ron if you want an open house opportunity. Okay. I had something to add. Oh, first of the year, there are new energy ordinances going into effect in Berkeley. So if you're making any offers or having especially listings, call me or Eddie so that we can guide you through what that looks like. All right. That's their upgrade to their BESO ordinance, if you're familiar with
Is
that.
it just Berkeley, or is there other towns around there too? 'Cause I know,
Berkeley's the big one. Big changes. A lot of new requirements for sellers, yeah, in particular.
Yeah, the city of Alameda has a change too in January.
Yes, and that is seismic shutoff valve. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shut
okay.
up valve. Yeah.
Yep. So that'll be on the Alameda City purchase agreement addendum.
Yeah.
There will be a new checkbox for who takes care of the seismic shutoff valve. Yeah. And all those cities have their own purchase agreement addendum. So if you're offering in Oakland, Alameda, Emeryville, oh my goodness, Berkeley, who else has one? The county of Contra Costa. They all have their own special purchase agreement addendums. So if you're not familiar, again, reach out to Eddie or I, or ask around, find someone who knows what they're doing in that city. Cool. Yeah.
They don't necessarily automatic upload in the zip forms.
No,
Yes, they are.
They're in the Bay East Library.
Yes. So they're not in your car forms. They're in a separate
they are.
folder.
They're in the Bay-
It's a
yeah,
separate
the Bay-
folder
yeah, the Bay
that you
East
have to
folder.
subscribe to. You did years ago, and you're good.
Oh, I just thought everybody got that.
Yeah, well, everyone can get it. It's free with our Bay East membership, but you have to click a few buttons to get it to show up in zip forms.
Yeah, it's really important, when you go outside the Tri-City area and you're in a city that you don't normally do business, look there to see if there's an addendum, because there's several city addendums.
Yeah.
Oakland covers about 5 different things. And
Yes.
and there's a lot of little hoops that you gotta jump through to satisfy Oakland.
Yeah, and agents are typically a friendly bunch, so ask around too. Ask an agent that does business in that city you're thinking about working in, and get some advice. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, I think we're good here. See you on Friday. Now I know that the dress code is whatever I want, so we'll see what I choose to dress up as.
Dress
And
as
looking
Santa.
forward to it. Thank you, guys.
You can dress as an elf.
Maybe I'll be an elf.
Just not a Grinch.
Not a,
Oh,
not
I
a
don't
Grinch.
know.
I don't feel like a Grinch, not this year.
Okay, guys, we're gonna use that room. Hopefully nobody has reserved it.
Yeah, what's up?
What
Awesome.